are you? Good morning. Here's another pointless, ridiculous, unplanned, unorganized, ass backwards. Get ready with me. Hi. So, again, I'm just gonna keep saying I need a stand from like Impressions Vanity. I know everyone's like, well, get one from Walmart. And it's like, I just want one that's gonna last me more than like a month, you know? I don't want the legs falling off. I don't want the drawers like not, you know, lasting. So I want one that's, you know, pricey. I just want someone else to buy it for me. So anyways, I got shit to do today, but I really don't feel like beating my face to a pulp, so I'm just gonna do the most basic ass beat you'll ever see in your life. I'm not doing no eyeliner. I'm not doing none of that shit today. Nope. Nope. So I just want to do a recap of my weekends because I didn't vlog because I was busy living, and this is why I need a camera crew because, you know, my life is just like a walking fucking, I don't know. I don't know. I like literally, sometimes I wake up in the morning after I've lived, you know, and I'm like, oh great, I'm living again, which is awesome. God bless. You always have to wake up in the morning by saying, I'm blessed to be alive. Thank you so much. In Jesus' name, amen. But then sometimes I'm like, did last night really happen? Or was yesterday really like legit? And you just have to be like, it was. And it did. And your life, you can't make up. Which is great because you're living a life that like, you can't make up. Which means you're living an interesting life. I'd rather be living an interesting life than a life that had no fucking, you know, I don't know the right word for it. Excitement, drama. I don't know. But anyways, so what did I do? Thursday night. Why do I feel like something happened on Thursday night? Did I do something on Thursday night? Y'all, my memory lately has been like not good. Like, I can't even remember shit from yesterday, bro. And yesterday, and all week long, I was like, oh, it's Friday, when it was Thursday. And oh, it's Saturday, and it was Friday. And I'm like, oh, get your shit together, Danielle. Get your shit together! Oh, fuck. Anyways, Thursday night. What did I do? I know I definitely did something. Oh, Thursday I recorded my podcast with Megan. Megan finally came onto the podcast. That was actually a really good episode. Shout out to her. Shout out for people taking their time out to help me out. I really appreciate it. So shout out for Meg for that. And she killed the interview. She was entertaining. She was funny. She was honest. She was the perfect guest for a podcast, to be honest. So I did that. Then me and my homegirl stopped at my boy Chris's crib, who I actually stopped being friends with because he's like cool with my ex. And I don't even really know why we stopped being friends. I think it's just probably because he's friends with my ex and it's just unnecessary drama. But now that it's been so long since me and my ex have even like, you know, had even a conversation with each other, I think nobody cares anymore. And he's cool, so we went over there for a little bit. And like, I met one of his clients there and we were chit-chatting up, and his client like put his phone out and I gave him my number. And he's cute, you know, like not the typical guy I would go for, because he's more like a, I like white guys with like neck tattoos and maybe sells drugs. I don't know. Okay, I lied. Not every white guy that I like is like that, you know, but I like a white boy with swag. And I'm not saying you need to sell drugs to have swag, but like, I mean, he did it legally. But like, I just like a white guy that like isn't like going golfing on Saturday afternoon. Instead, we're like popping bottles at like a restaurant together by ourselves, getting drunk and spending the rest of the afternoon having great sex. You know what I'm saying? That's like the, I'm just literally rambling on. But besides the point, the guy was cute. he wasn't like my typical type. But you know what, I'm single, ready to mingle. So at this point, anyone's my type until I fall in love with someone, right? Why go in there with an attitude like you're not my type? If maybe you are, I just don't know it yet, you know? So I gave him my number, whatever. Then we went back to my apartment, and me and Cass were just like so tired, but like not tired. So we got back and we like almost fell asleep on the couch at like 10. And I was supposed to go on a date with this other guy who's like been DMing me for like 2 months straight. And at like 10:15, he texted me and was like, "Are you out?" No, don't text me at 10:15 when we were supposed to do dinner. Like, this ain't no booty call shit. I'm not going to dinner with you at 11 so you could possibly think that you're getting pussy at the end of this date. Not happening, dude. So that date didn't end up working out. So all I ate on Thursday was like ravioli and sauce. How fucking boring is that? And then me and Cass got into my bed and we put on scary movies. And like we were both exhausted. We ended up watching scary movies until 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like, and trash, not even scary movies where it was like, that was so worth staying up late for. They're like trash ass scary movies. Like horrible scary movies. So that happens. And then what else? Friday, we woke up late. And I hate waking up late, you guys. I feel like if I'm not up by like 7, even 6 at sometimes, I feel like I've wasted half my day. Granted, I'm not technically working right now, but I still feel like because of that sentence right there, because I say I'm not working right now is the motherfucking reason I should be up no later than like 5:15. Getting the gym over with, getting emails over with, plotting my next move for the mere fact that I am not fucking working. So any day that I sleep past 7, even though I want to be up earlier than 7, I feel like I've wasted my day. Like this morning, I woke up at 8. Mind you, I went to bed at like 10. So there's no reason. First of all, hey camera, hi camera, hi. Focus on me, focus on me, focus on me. I think it's the lighting. There we go. Anyways, I went to bed early last night because on Friday night, what did we do Friday? So anyways, we woke up late and we both woke up crabby as fuck, like just not in a good mood, like stinky popinky, like it was just like what are we doing? And like we went and we took a couple Instagram photos, which were a stretch because I felt like the bags under my eyes, which I really want to get filled. So if anyone has a suggestion of someone in Los Angeles, let me know. I'm just petrified because I don't want, well, one, it's right near the eyeball, and two, I don't mind getting eye fillers because it's just like, it's getting rid of my bags. I would never touch anything else on my face. And don't get me wrong, like, this camera smooths out your skin. That's why everyone should probably fucking get it. But I am about to be 32 in May, which isn't really that close, but close enough. And I have wrinkles on my forehead because I talk with so much goddamn emotion, and I've just accepted the fact that I have wrinkles. I think maybe if I'm like 45 and I start to have a midlife crisis about like my body and my looks, maybe, just maybe I'll think about Botox. But I think I look far too good right now, and I look far too young to even have that a consideration. But I would look even younger if I could just fill in these bags right here. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Do you? Do you get it? So back on topic, whatever. So I wasn't feeling my makeup because my bags were like, whoa, bitch. And I was like, I know, I get it. And I took pictures in a top that you guys like just weren't like grooving to on Instagram, which is fine. I've been leaving pictures up despite how many likes I'm getting, because it's so weird to me that like I'll have no likes on my pictures and like 100,000 impressions. I'm like, so y'all just like haters. Like everyone on my page is a hater. It's weird to me. But besides the point, I wanted to reshoot this top because it's super cute. It says emotional, which I am 24/7 from Dolls Kill. And so we went to like, I had this like envision that we'd go to an ice cream shop and like I could be like eating my ice cream, because like when you're emotional you eat ice cream. Like I was being a total fashion blogger, you know, because that's what I am now. I'm a fashion blogger who isn't like making any money off of it yet, but it's fine, we'll figure it out. So we go, and the lighting is absolute trash outside of the ice cream shop because I wanted to be like outside with the sign in the back of me, so those pictures didn't work out. So then we went inside, and I was like, they were okay. They were cute. I mean, it's definitely like something different that I don't have on my page as of yet, so like maybe I'll post it. But it was just like, once you take like a bunch of shitty pictures in a row, your kind of mood for taking pictures for the rest of the day is shitty. So that's where I was at. I gotta keep track of time because I have to leave here by, oh, I got plenty of time. It's so early. So fucking early. So that happened. So we did 2 outfits, and then we went to the store, and we came back, and we made shrimp tacos. And like, I don't really like seafood, for anyone that knows me, but like, my panties have been smelling like male cum like every other day. And I'm starting to think it's like my diet. Like, my diet is shit. Like, maybe something I'm eating is, I mean, and I don't mind, for some reason I don't mind the smell of male cum, so like I don't mind the smell of my panties, but it's just like, why does it smell like someone jizzed in my shit? So I'm like, okay, let me try to eat fish a little bit more often. And when I say fish, I mean like shrimp and lobster, because I'm not really grooving to anything else. Like, whatever. So we made shrimp tacos, we take a nap on the couch, and then like this club promoter hit me up and said, we're doing dinner at Catch. Do you and your girl want to come? And I said, yeah, of course. Like, I'm not going to turn down dinner at Catch. And he's like, well, if you come, you have to go to the club for a little bit. And I was like, ugh, because y'all know I hate going to the club. But I mean, Catch is like a really nice restaurant. The food is super expensive. And unless I'm going on a date, I'm not like paying for dinner at Catch by myself. And that's just me being 110% factual. So when he said that, I was like, fuck it, let's just go. So we like drank a little bit of tequila before we went out. We got dressed to go. We went to Catch at like 10. And Cass saw some people there that she doesn't really fuck with. So like, I don't fuck with them. I'm just kidding, I don't even know them. But if I don't know someone and my friend doesn't fuck with them, I'm for sure never fucking with them. It's just like not, I'm too grown to be making new friends, especially friends that have been in my life are, you know, not cool with. So we're like, let's hurry up and sit down. So we get a table, and I mean, like, the girls at the table weren't really like talking, so it was weird. I was like, just a weird vibe for the dinner table. So me and Cass were kind of just in our own world. And you know, when you like fuck someone, you can like just see them from across the room. Like, they're there. They are there. So I like sent a text to this guy that I used to date, and I don't know if anyone who's been my, like, I hate to say fan because I don't consider you guys fans, I consider you guys supporters. I don't know if anyone who's been supporting me for years on years on years. Remember when I dated that Middle Eastern dude that owned the restaurants, and I was like a complete and utter psychopath with him? Well, I just knew that was him. So I texted him, I was like, are you at the table like right next to me? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, hi. He said, hi. So he ends up coming over, and he's like chatting it up, and like I haven't seen him in like years almost. I think like maybe over a year. I saw him at a club like maybe a year ago, but before that, like, we haven't hooked up or like been involved with each other in a very long time. And I don't blame him, because when I was with him or hooking up with him or whatever, I was a mental case, like a straight up mental case. Like, if I were him and he saw me at a restaurant, I would never talk to me ever again. I mean, I'm a generally awesome person, but how I was with that dude, he should never talk to me ever again. Facts. So we're like chit-chatting it up, and we're like popping jokes about how crazy I was, and he's like, you're probably still crazy. I was like, no, I've tamed it down a little bit, which I have. I've definitely tamed down the crazy. I think after the whole John situation and like getting my heart broken after that, I was like, I need to like work on myself in relationships, because I feel like if I was a different person when I had met John, me and John probably would have worked out. But at the same time, everything happens for a reason. I'm not supposed to be with that dude. But that's a whole nother story time for another day, because I did just see him for the first time out in over a year. So I'm going to do a whole separate story time on that. But, you know, I don't get offended when dudes that I used to fuck are telling bitches that I'm friends with that I was crazy, because I was crazy. But she's also been my friend for longer than you, and she knows that. So she's like telling him, like, I've known her longer, like, I know she was crazy, blah, 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 blah. So he's cool, it's whatever, it's like a cool vibe, like no bad beef. But he's like, I can, you know when you know someone and you just know they're like testing you to see if you're still like a little bit of a nutcase. Like he like starts asking my friend like where she's from, her nationality, and that's cool. It's whatever. That's like a conversation I would have if he introduced me to one of his boys, like just being friendly. So one of his friends comes over and he's like, wow, you guys look cute together, like blah 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 blah. And we're like popping jokes about it because, I mean, if I wasn't a psychopath and we dated, we would be like a little bit of a cute couple. Like, he's good looking, I'm good looking. It just like makes sense, you know? But we end up leaving to the club. He stays. So we go to the club. It's completely fucking dead. Warwick on Fridays is absolutely terrible, you guys. If you live in Los Angeles and you want to go somewhere, Warwick on a Friday is not the place to go. It was horrible. If you like to see every single person in the club because nobody's in it, that's the place to go. That's not really my vibe. I don't like when the club is too packed, but like let me know that there's some potential somewhere in this bitch. So we ended up leaving, and then that guy that I gave my number to at the barbershop was at Delilah. So I was like, okay, me and my girl are gonna pop on over to Delilah real quick because it was about to be 2 and everything in Los Angeles closes at 2. So we end up going, and he's being a little weird. Like, he wasn't shy at all when I met him. Like, at all. That's why I thought, okay, maybe he has potential for us to have, like, maybe I don't even want a relationship. I just want to, like, have some fun, you know? So it's like, maybe this dude would just be, like, someone I can have fun with, you know? So, but he's being, like, really shy. So, and I'm, like, me and Cass are, like, drunk off the tequila. And you know when the tequila hits your system, you start getting a little... Everyone's like, hey, hi, how are you? You want to cuddle? You want to maybe make out? Everyone just starts looking good. So I like wrap my arms around his neck because that's just like, I'm an affectionate ass bitch. I can't even speak. I'm an affectionate ass bitch, especially when I drink. So I like wrap my arms around his neck, and he was like, oh, wait, like starting to freak out. And I was like, what the fuck? He was, listen, I want to be honest with you because you told me when I met you just to always keep it 100. I said, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. I just met you. Like, I don't really care. He's like, some girl that I've been dating and hooking up with is about to be here. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Like, I'm not mad at all because, like, I literally met him less than 24 hours before. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But, like, I wouldn't have come if I knew, like, you had someone coming, you know? I mean, I look cute. I look fire, but, like, it is what it is. So... we feel awkward because it's like we don't want to be like, I don't know anyone at this table other than him. So like our drinks come at like 1:40, and I'm like, okay, Cass, let's like do like an exit stage left, you know? So we end up leaving without saying bye because his girl is there, and I feel weird saying bye to you when your girl is there, or not even your girl, but the girl that you've been smashing and dashing and flipping over and turning over and dating, you know? Like, I feel weird saying bye to you. So we just do like the Irish exit. We don't even finish our drinks. So, when we get outside, TMZ is outside, and one of them screams my name. Well, not screams it, but says my name loud enough, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm nobody, you know? And he, like, asked me about Camila and all this shit, and mind you, I just want to keep in mind that I was wasted. He asked me about the Claremont twins. I talk shit for drama purposes on that, but I honestly don't have any beef with the Claremont twins. Like, I actually feel... terrible for the twin that's by herself because I don't know what the fuck I would do if my twin was in jail. You know, they have figured out how to master making money off their looks, and if you can capitalize on something like that, all the more power to you. So like, I talked shit in that video because the tequila was flowing, and it was funny to me because everyone always expects me to talk shit about them, but I didn't mean it. So if that ever gets aired, that was just me talking shit to be talking shit. So that's that. And then I slipped up and I mentioned some dude that I, you know, had sex before, who's a celebrity, who you guys don't even know about because I've literally never ever spoken about it before in my life besides with my friends and my family. And the cameras were off, so I was like, okay, that's fine, thank God, because I like immediately regretted it. So then I'm just like making the dudes laugh because we were waiting for our Uber, and then our Uber comes and Cass like hops in the back of the Uber, and one of the guys was like, okay, well, I'm gonna walk you to your Uber. And I was like, okay, like I'm thinking he's just like hitting on me. So then as I'm walking to the Uber, he puts his camera on and the light, and he's like, hey, can you tell me if you could say a message to so-and-so right now, what would you say? And I just said what I would say because it's what I would say, you know? And then I immediately regretted it because I've been like so private about like who I talk to, who I'm fucking, like, because I feel like the more private you are, the better things are that work out for you. So I like immediately regretted it, but like I was so drunk and I probably look like a goddamn fucking mess. But like it's been a couple of days since that happened and no story and no video has come out, so I'm praying that they don't use it. I mean, I consider myself not to be someone that important yet. Okay, yet. So I'm hoping that they just don't even use the footage. But yeah, that happened on Friday night. So when we got back to my crib and we're like talking about how I'm an idiot for doing that, and like Cass was like pissing her pants because she thought it was so funny. And then the dude that I used to have a thing with hit me up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were both like, I'm home. And I was like, oh, do you want to kick it? It's like I wouldn't ever try to date him again because I feel like once you've dated someone and it hasn't worked out, it's never gonna work out. But I'd rather hook up with someone that I've already hooked up with because it's like I'm not adding a number to my belt. So I was like, do you want to like kick it or whatever? And he said no, and I was like, okay, here we go with the games again, because all these motherfuckers in Los Angeles, they play games. It's like they want to see how crazy you get or how hard you'll try. And like I'm to the point where I'm not trying hard. Like I'm gonna ask you one time only. You either with the shits or you're not. Like I'm never, after this moment, like I'm not asking you again. So then he's like, you're still crazy, I know you are. And I'm like, no, I'm not, bro. Like, I just don't understand how, like, dudes that mess with you, like, years ago or, like, at one point in your life just think that, and then you stop talking, just think they know you for, like, the rest of time. Like, we have not seen each other in a very long time, my dude. Like, you know nothing about me. Like, I've been through some shit, like, with motherfuckers I actually thought I was gonna marry. Like, I didn't ever think I was gonna marry you. Like, I was fucked up when I met you. Like, I just met like the worst human being on the face of the planet, which I will do a story time on, moving to California, and then I met you, and you just got the backlash of that. Because after you meet like a horrible human being, it doesn't matter how nice the person is next to you. If it's rushed, like I'm gonna assume you're exactly the same. So you met me at a bad time. If you want to hold that against me for the rest of your life, do that. But we both got more important things to do. Like maybe have sex with each other and like eat some popcorn or ice cream after. Like that sounds better than talking about what happened fucking 3 years ago, doesn't it? Huh? Doesn't it? So he starts, he like hit me up and was like, what's your friend's IG? My boy is interested in her. And I said, we didn't talk to none of your boys. And maybe this is me being crazy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was like, we didn't talk to none of your boys. He goes, they still saw her. And like I should have just gave her IG because I like Cass would never be the type of bitch to do anything to disrespect me. But like I just feel like he was testing me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah man, like you don't need her IG. Like if your boy wants to talk to her, you can talk to her next time we see you out. Which I feel like I'm not incorrect by that statement. I really don't. So he's like, well, what's your IG? I want to unblock you. Let's try to be friends again. I said, all right, yeah, cool, whatever. I'm down to try to be friends again because I am down to be friends again. So I give it to him. He unblocks me, and I'm waiting for him to follow me because I see that he's unblocked because he's now popping up on my my search thing. So he doesn't, and then he blocks me again. So I text him. I go, So I hit him up. I'm like, why did you unblock me to block me again? And he was like, oh, I just remembered like how crazy you were on Instagram, but which I fucking was. And I was like, yeah, dude, but that was years ago. If we're gonna try to be friends again, we have to try to be friends again. Like, but I'm not like also gonna argue. Like, I was so fucked up when this dude met me, and the shit I did to this dude, like, I get it. Like, I'm not even mad at it. Like, I was a fucking psychopath. So like honestly, I was like, whatever, you can leave me blocked. Like for me, friendships and relationships, Instagram is like not a factor unless you're a bitch. Like if you're one of my girlfriends and we don't follow each other, like you're probably not my girlfriend. Like, but for a dude, like even in the beginning of a relationship, I don't even know if I want to be following a motherfucker. Because like so much shit happens on Instagram that like just ruins relationships. So like I got where he was coming from, so I wasn't even mad about it. I was like, whatever, it is what it is. So I was like, I just need you to understand that, like, I'm a different person. Like, we need to start over. Like, I don't want to be with you. Like, let's, first and foremost, let's get that out of the conversation. Just because we popped a couple of jokes and you made me laugh a couple of times at dinner does not mean, like, I am now envisioning us reconciling the relationship we could have had 2 years ago and, you know, envisioning us being together. I need you to understand that. And when you've been a crazy bitch, it's hard for men to take anything you say seriously. So he was probably like, yeah, okay, girl, I'll give you the dick once and you're going to be obsessed with me. So, okay. I said what I needed to say. He either believed me or he didn't. So I said, I just want to be cool. And he goes, yeah, we're cool as friends. I said, okay, cool. So, whatever. We say goodnight to each other. But then I said, but wait a second. Did you unblock me to find my girls page? But I said that at like 3:15 in the morning. He didn't read it. So I wake up in the morning, we wake up again late yesterday because we wasted I forgot highlighter. I wasted an entire day of like sleeping. So he read it at like 11:05 and then my girl went to work. Cass went to work and she calls me while she's at work. She goes, "You're gonna be pissed." And I said, what am I going to be pissed about? Like, I'm already hungover. Like, I'm not in the mood to be pissed. She said, he slid in my DMs. And I said, at what time? She said, 11:08. So he read my message about, oh, what did you unblock me to find my girl's Instagram? And then went to her page and DM'd her. So I technically took it as he's doing it to piss me off and to see if I'm going to blow a gasket. So I said, all right, well, I appreciate you telling me because, you know, most girls that you're friends with in LA, they're not gonna tell you that shit. Especially if they're like low-key wanna fuck them. But Cass is like a real one. Like, that bitch literally is one of my only friends in LA. So like, she felt a type of way about it. But like, she's not like a rude person. Like, she's not gonna be rude to him. So she just sent him a message and was like, hey, like, it was nice meeting you too. He wrote in her DMs, it was nice meeting you. And she wrote back in the DMs, it was nice meeting you too, but on a real note, like, I don't find it appropriate that you're in my DMs. This is actually really disrespectful to Danny. Like, I wouldn't want one of my friends in someone's DMs that I used to not even be in a relationship with, but like kicked it with or had some type of a situation with. And he just wrote back, just ignore it. So I obviously had to say something to him, but I said it in the nicest way possible. And like, I'll read you guys exactly what I said. And you guys can tell me if I'm out of pocket. But I said, obviously, you know what I wasn't cool with. Because I don't, he knows. I go, I meant it when I said I'd be down to try and be friends again, but I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. I know how I was with you was completely insane and not okay, and I apologize for all of that and how awful I was. But I cannot change the past, so if you want to start over and be friends, let's be friends. But you gotta let me try to be the new me. Like, what I was trying to explain there is like, people that see potential in you and want to be friends with you, but they're keeping you in the bubble of what you were, we can never be friends because you're not allowing me to be who I am right now in this moment. And if this was 6 months ago and he DM'd one of my friends, I would have blown up his phone. I would have sent like 1,000 psycho texts. Like, I just feel like I could spend my energy doing something else other than fighting with someone that I really like. You're not my man, but like, what you're not gonna do is like DM my friends. So if you want to start over and be friends, let's be friends, but you gotta let me try to be the new me with you. Just don't be sliding into any of my girls' DMs ever again. I hope that was just a test to see if I was still a psycho, which I'm not. Hands up, emojis, LOL. And he read it and he left me on scene because honestly, either he was legitimately hitting on my friend and sliding in her DMs, or he was generally checking to see if I was a psycho and realizes I'm not and just didn't know how to respond. Because if you're a dude and you slid in a bitch's DMs and she basically curved you because, you know, hello, she's friends with me, I probably wouldn't know what to say either. But I guess I just want you guys' opinion on that. Like, he's nice. Like, I always used to tell him this. I'm like, you're so nice in person. Like, anytime me and him used to hang out, even when we didn't like each other, we would always laugh and have a good time. It was just like when it's like outside of like hanging out with each other and it's just like conversation. Sorry, I just like didn't feel like standing up, and now the camera is blurry. And this lighting makes me look like I'm so pale, but I swear I'm tan. It's just a completely different thing, and I don't know, I feel like every single guy that I've met in Los Angeles, like, almost likes when I go psycho, but then like doesn't like it when I go too psycho, and there's no like equal balance. But it's just like, I'm at the point now where I don't have the energy to do that. You either with the shits and you're down with me, or you're not. Like, and I'm not even trying to be with this dude. I just want to be friends with him because you're funny and we make each other laugh. Like, and if occasionally we're both single and you want to like maybe hook up, I'm down to hook up with you. Like, I just don't understand that. So I guess I want you guys' opinion on whether or not you thought he was testing me to see if I was still a lunatic. Because he didn't write her the night before. He wrote her after I wrote, what did you just go to find my friend's Instagram page? Which honestly, I could have left that comment out of the conversation. That I didn't need to say that. But I also was super drunk off tequila. And I was like, wait a second. This shit's not adding up. So I guess I just want everyone's opinion on what they think. Yeah. And then yesterday was Saturday. And I woke up completely hungover. Like, I don't know what it is, and I've said this in so many YouTube videos. I cannot handle tequila anymore. I can't really handle drinking at all. It's like, even on a night out, I need to plan that 2 days I'm going to be useless because my hangovers last so goddamn long. So yesterday I did absolutely nothing. I got nothing done. I got nothing that helped my future be any better was completed yesterday because I decided to go out on Friday night. And it's just like, I went out Friday night, and yeah, I saw an old friend that's still kind of like, we don't even know if we're friends yet again. That was cool seeing him, and it was cool getting dinner, but going out really provides nothing for my life, really. So yeah, so now it's Sunday, and I'm trying to be productive. I'm filming this story time. I'm gonna start vlogging for the week, and we'll see how the rest of the week goes. That's that. Anyways, I'm going to get dressed and then show you what I look like when I get dressed. But honestly, I think I'm probably just going to put on a big t-shirt and like cycle shorts and get out of this garment. So I'll just show you what I look like when my lip and stuff is all on, because obviously I've got to complete the get ready with me. And yeah, this is how my makeup turned out. I did like literally bare minimum. I did face makeup and lashes pretty much. That's the look I was going for. So I will be back once I'm about to leave and I'm dressed, so you guys can see what this looks like without just my like lips with nothing on it, because makeup looks so weird when you don't have lip gloss or anything on, doesn't it? Like, that's so weird to me. Okay, I'll be back. Hey guys, so I just threw on red lip liner and clear gloss. I have literally baggy shorts, an Ethica bra, and a hoodie on, and that's the vibe I'm going for today. The weather in LA has been quite shit. And like, honestly, this is how I normally dress. I have to force myself to get dressed up 99.9% of the time. So I'm about to go out and enjoy my day. That was my story time / get ready with me. Anyways, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but as I always say, if you're giving it a thumbs down, you probably shouldn't be on this channel. But if you're giving it a thumbs up, or even if you didn't give it a thumbs up, but you love me and you love my content, don't forget to hit subscribe, okay? Subscribe to my channel! And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend and tell all their friends to subscribe to my channel too. Because the bitch is trying to make it to 100,000. So I can get my plaque and hang it on my wall, because I need some decor on my wall, okay? I'm trying to get there. And I'm trying to get it to 1 million, and we're one step closer to 1 million people. We are! I can smell it. 1 million subscribers. We're about to be there. We are about to be there. Anyways, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, XXODanielle, and Swallow It Podcast, because if you support me, you support everything I do. So please support my podcast as well. Swallow It Podcast on Instagram, and be sure to DM me on there who you want me to have as a guest. I read all the DMs on there because the page isn't as busy as my personal page, so I see everything. If I don't respond, it's probably because your message was rude or I didn't want to be honest. Or if you have like a reaction, if you just react to one of my stories, like with an emoji, I'm not going to respond to that. You know what I mean? So, but if you have like a question or you have a suggestion for someone I can have on on the show, even drop like some personal stuff on there. Like if you have like a dating issue or need advice, drop that in the inbox of Swallow It Podcast on Instagram. Maybe I'll answer it on a show with a guest. You never know. And don't forget to go to Amazon and buy my book, Don't Be That Bitch. And stay tuned because my dad, well, I made my dad a YouTube channel, and I will be making a video giving all his information out because clearly my channel loves Pops, and I love Pops too, and it's about time that, you know, he just puts his personality on the internet because he's way too great not to. So stay tuned. I will do a video dropping all his information. I'm just doing like the last minute setups to make sure that his page is ready to go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I love y'all to the moon and back. And I'll talk to you soon. Toodaloo. Bye, bitches.